Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Kenyah with me. We've just drawn 0-0 to Nottingham Forest here at the City Ground. Kenyah, I've asked every fan this. I kind of said, what's the feeling coming out of the back of this? Are you annoyed, frustrated, disappointed in the team? A 0-0 draw, can't be too happy, but can't be too sad with today's performance?
I feel quite somber, to be honest. I would say that there's positives and negatives. Obviously, we didn't win, which is a negative.
Yeah.
But the positive is that there was a bit of a reaction to that West Ham game. I thought in the West Ham game we were so poor. And I think that midfield especially was just dreadful against West Ham. And I saw today, I thought Odegaard was much better. I thought Declan Rice was much better. I know Thomas Partey didn't start, but I thought Jorginho, I was like, at first I was like, oh, okay, this is quite a bold choice not to play Thomas Partey just because of how he has been this season.
Do you think that's what it is? Do you know the answer to why he was dropped today? Or do you think it's just, is it tired legs? Do you think he didn't play well in the last game, so he's rightly deserves to be dropped?
I don't really know, to be honest. Like I was like, I'm happy with Jorginho. I really like Jorginho. I think when he comes in, I can't really think of many games where I've like, you've actually been really bad. Like he actually comes in, he's safe, and I still feel really secure with him. And I thought he actually played pretty well today.
Does that warrant an extension on his contract for you or not?
Me personally, I've said before, I would keep Jorginho personally. Right. I love Jorginho. I think, he's a perfect bench player. Like I'm not trying to disrespect him because obviously he's an incredible player. He's had an incredible career, but he's actually the perfect type of player to have on your bench. He's got everything really. Yeah. He knows what he's doing, his experience, and then also if he comes in, he doesn't really miss a beat and he connects really well with the team. So but I don't know. I mean, today there was a big difference. I mean, I think our defence was much better. I think Calafiori, and defensively, I don't know. Like I wasn't really feeling it, to be honest. But going forward, he was good. But again, it's just when it really mattered, when we really needed to score, there was nobody there. And it's just a constant theme of every single game. And I feel like even if you go back to like the start of the season when we had Saka and Kai, etc. Like we had Saka and, am I right to say Saka played against Everton? I'm not sure if that's right. But like, even so, we still didn't have enough. And it's like, I feel like I keep saying this every season, there's not enough up front. Like, I hear Julian talking about Mikel Merino could be coach to this. The guy's a box-to-box midfielder. Like, I don't expect him to do what Chris Wood did, Chris Wood does, or what Taiwo Awoniyi does. And I also just look at it like, we're relying on Ethan, who's like incredible, but he's 17. Yeah. Like, we're relying on Raheem Sterling when we know he's not been it since he joined. Do you know what I mean? We're relying on Trossard, who's like, for 3 games he's really good. For the 4th game he's dead. Like, do you know what I mean? And that's the issue. Like,
so what is it going forward then, Kenyah? Is it fans, you better strap in, this is what you're going to get every week now, or is there a solution that you see that hasn't really been spoken about, or is it just like I mentioned, you got to strap in, guys? This is what we're got to get used to. Yeah,
it's more of like we're gonna I hate to, but we're actually gonna have to firm it. Like the reality is, right? I see it as this. Mikel, he doesn't really I don't want to say trust the youth, but those kids on the bench, like we've never seen them before. We're probably never going to see them. Yeah. Like, I don't expect him to throw them in, but I'm like, at least try something. Like, and as well, there's nothing else. Like, we saw Kieran Tierney today, like, coming on and attacking. We saw Zinchenko coming on and attacking. Calafiori attacking. These are all These are defenders. These are defensive players. And I'm just like, I don't actually have any faith. Like, I watched that today and I was like, I can't see us scoring. I can't see a goal. I can't see Marino hitting it in. And I feel like even when we had opportunities to score, we passed. Oh, it drives me insane. Pass this, pass that. Shoot, get your shot on target. Like today, I thought our defenders were so good. And like I've been saying this all season, those defenders, like, I feel really sorry for them because they're let down by their attack. Like, look at when we played Brentford and they scored really early. And I'm like, those defenders don't deserve that because they're so good almost every single week. And it's like, today they would have deserved a win and they didn't get it. And it's just like, ugh. Like,
it's frustrating. Let me end by asking you about, because obviously I know you analyse the game very well. Nottingham Forest, surprised by them today? I know Lee didn't give them any credit, but like you'd expect with the forward line they have and the ability. I mean, I know you watched some of their wingers, the Hudson Doors. They got their pace. Even Ola Aina as well. I know he's a fullback. He could see he's rapid. They didn't really Langer. They didn't. Is that credit to Arsenal, or is it just that was not Forest's game plan?
No, I would give credit to Forest. I think statistically, Matt Sells has been the best goalkeeper in the league. He's got 11 clean sheets for a reason. Milenkovic and Murillo have been absolutely incredible. Ola Aina, I think he should be in team of the season. It's like night and day to what they were last season to today. And I think you have to give credit to that, because you know what? Fair enough to them. They shut us down at moments. They made us really think about things. But also, you have to give a credit to our defence. Timber locked up Elanga. Didn't get Anthony Elanga, who I've seen blitz players. I saw him against Liverpool absolutely blitz Robertson, right? We have to give credit. Like, both defences were really, really good. I think Milenkovic got a man of the match.
He did, yeah.
And I just feel like you have to give credit. And the reality is, I've seen Victor Gyökeres come up against Gabby and Saliba and not even get change out of them. Do you know what I mean? And today, they were just good. Unfortunately for Chris Wood and Anthony Elanga and Hudson-Odoi, they didn't get much out of it. I think, really, the only one they kind of got change out of was Calafiori. And then, even then, it didn't really come off as well. But you have to give credit where credit's due. Simple.